desire. One goal to live for before we die. One taste of glory. One mouthful of sky.
Fortunately, Miss Merchant, you have no concussions, and your bruises are minor.
Doctor, how is he?
There's no cause for concern. The bullet went through and came out without causing much damage. We have given some blood, and he'll remain sedated throughout the day. That's about all.
Then, doctor, he's going to be all right?
Yes, first class.
Thank you, doctor.
Miss Varsha is very fond of the young man.
We all are.
What are we waiting for?
I think we should allow Varsha a few minutes alone with Akash. As a heart, it feels. Please, Prithvi, not before I've had some coffee.
Speaking of coffee.
Why don't we recharge our batteries before we see Akash?
The hospital canteen is on the 3rd floor. I would recommend tea rather than coffee.
You mean Indian tea?
Indian tea.
Akash, you're going to be all right. He was outside the window. He shot you through the glass. Fortunately, only one bullet hit you. Prithvi saw him running away and tried to chase him, but he got away on a motorbike. The doctor says you're going to be up and about in a couple of days.
What did he look like?
Who?
The man on the motorcycle.
It was very dark outside. Prithvi only said that he was wearing black clothes. He couldn't see him clearly. Why don't you forget about what happened last night and try and get some rest?
I want to get out of this place.
You've been shot.
I hate hospitals.
It's only going to be for a couple of days.
When are you guys leaving?
Who, us? And leave you here all by yourself?
You haven't been around for so long.
Akash, please don't start. I'm not in the mood for an argument with you.
You were so beautiful. Standing in the rain.
Why don't you tell that to my producers, the few I have left?
A few?
Well, nobody seems to want a female actress over 20 years old.
Were you standing there? It was like 13 years had never happened.
But they did. Maybe we can wipe out the past. and start all over again?
You know, back in Hong Kong, this would be considered sexual harassment.
What? Holding the door open?
But don't worry, I know you're such a gentleman, so I won't be suing you.
Prithvi, bete?
You guys carry on, I'll catch up with you. Coffee for me, milk and sugar. Dr. Mehta, I'm so grateful to you for all you've done for Akash.
Prithvi, what is all this?
Something wrong?
Of course something is wrong.
What is it?
Look, I've treated your father and your uncle for 22 years. I know you quite well, young man. What is this new chucker you have got involved in?
There's no new chucker.
You are involved in criminal activities and you say there is no chucker?
Criminal activities, uncle. These people are my friends.
I'm talking about the gunshot wound.
Oh, that.
You telephoned me at an ungodly hour of the night, asking me to send you an ambulance to a godforsaken place. You bring in a man with a gunshot wound and expect me to believe that there is no criminal activities going on? Look, Prithvi, I know you too well.
Look, I know how it looks. But believe me, we were the ones fired upon. None of us even had a weapon.
Look, I know the type of friends you are involved in.
Which friends do you mean?
This is not the first time you have come to me with a gunshot wound. There was another time some 7-8 years back. I hope you remember. And now again you are here with another wounded friend.
These people are not like that. They're decent people.
And what about those people?
They weren't friends of mine. They were just some bad company I got into for a while.
Interesting company you keep.
I was younger then. I did some stupid things. But all that is over.
I won't be surprised if any of those old friends of yours are wanted by the police and the tower.
I haven't kept in touch with them.
And what about these new friends?
They were in college with me.
You mean the Management Institute of India?
That's right.
And you have kept in touch with them till now?
Actually, no. We met last night for the first time in 13 years.
A reunion of old friends.
Yes, and some stranger or burglar took a couple of shots at us and hit Akash. But anyway, thank you for everything you've done for us. Our family will make the usual contribution to the trust fund as a token of our appreciation.
That's all very well, but try to understand my position better. I'm the dean of this large and prestigious hospital. I cannot afford to compromise with the hospital's reputation in any way. I had to follow the rules and regulations to the letter. And also the proper procedure on admittance of a patient with a gunshot wound is to inform the CBI immediately.
You informed the CBI?
Try to understand, I had no choice, I had to follow the law.
Do you remember what I said to you last night in the rain? That wasn't a line from one of my films.
I didn't think it was.
I meant it, Akash. I still love you. Aren't you going to say something? Say something. What do you feel? Do I? Assume I don't. Why don't you put it into words? Because words are a commitment.
So what do you want me to commit?
Nothing.
Nothing.
That's all the commitment I've ever got from you.
It is.
You know it is, Akash. You hurt me a hell of a lot. So, forget it.
You see, it was a bastard, wasn't I?
No.
A real jerk.
No.
A giant pain in the neck.
A giant pain in the chest. Yes.
I hurt you. I hurt you a lot. I don't want to hurt you anymore. That's why I don't want to make any promises that I can't keep.
Thank you for keeping my jacket in your car.
Prince, where were you? We were just about to leave.
Yes, I thought perhaps you preferred your coffee cold.
We've got trouble.
What kind of trouble?
Dr. Mehta,
What's happened to him?
he's gone and reported to the CBI about Akash being admitted with a gunshot wound.
Makes sense.
But will that cause some sort of problem for us?
Jurassic will.
I wouldn't overreact if I was you, Prithvi. After all, this is a criminal matter, and perhaps it's better that the investigation was carried out by the proper authorities.
Look, stop thinking Toronto. This is Bombay. These are sensitive times. How are we going to explain to the CBI that the five of us were at a guest house and there was some creep taking pot shots at us?
Can't we just tell them the truth? After all, we've done nothing wrong.
Not now, but what about then?
Look, it's hardly likely that they're going to investigate something that happened 13 years ago.
Look, who knows? 48 hours ago, the five of us were involved in our own lives. 13 years. Now we're involved in a shooting, a bombing, a CBI investigation. There's still some madman out there taking pot shots at us for God knows why, what reason.
Then maybe the CBI can catch this man and put a stop to all this madness.
Sharma has a point.
Yes, sure.
Look, leave this to me.
What?
Allow me to talk to the CBI.
You?
I'm a lawyer, remember?
Yes, he's right, Prithvi. Besides, you'd probably just shoot off one of your wise ones and then we'd all land up in prison.
Thank you so much for your support.
Anyway, I suggest we finish our meeting with Akash before the people from the CBI turn up.
I'm ready. And listen, guys, let's not discuss this or any of the other things in front of Akash, okay? The doctor said he's fine, but let's be a little considerate.
We can try.
Hello, Piyush. Dr. Mehta. How's your father's health? Very good. I'll make my visit tomorrow, as usual. Yes. No, this is concerning something else. Concerning your younger brother, Prithvi. Yes, he is in the hospital. He is not injured, but he has brought a friend with a gunshot wound. Exactly, this is what I thought. It would be better if you come here and sort out this matter. Piyush, I have the best interest for your family in mind. Exactly. I'm expecting you.
Varsha, try and look at it from my point of view.
I've always looked at things from your point of view. Maybe that's my problem.
I just don't want to hurt you anymore.
You're doing that anyway.
I'm married.
I know.
I have a wife and a son.
Yes, I know.
It's different now.
Is it really?
What do you expect me to do, Varsha?
I've told you before. Nothing. That's all I ever got from you, and all I will ever get, right?
So what's next?
What difference does it make?
What are you going to do?
What do you care?
You're beginning to sound like me now.
Am I?
Whatever happened in the past, Varsha, forget it now.
So that's your advice?
It's over, Varsha.
Just forget about it, right?
What is the point?
Okay, fine. I'll just forget about it. Just forget about it. Those moments, those memories, those nights. The past is past. I'll just put on a smiley face and laugh through it all. Maybe I should wear a dunce cap and paste a poster on my back saying I've forgotten it all. It never happened. Right?
Why are you trying to make it harder than it is?
Oh, I'm the one who's trying to make it harder.
All I'm saying is...
What are you trying to say?
I don't mean that I don't want this to happen. What I want to say is that I can't afford to let this happen now.
Are you trying to say that you do still care? That it's because you're married you don't want to make a commitment? Is that what you're trying to say, Akash?
महाराज आकाश चंद्र की जय महाराज आकाश चंद्र की जय
How are you feeling?
Akash, it's good to have you back. I mean, if you had died, it would have been a frightfully complicated situation. You know that. This is not a joke.
Weren't you going to take the first flight back to Toronto?
Well, a day or two here and there makes no difference.
He's too pompous to admit he was worried sick about you.
We all were.
And you, Shana? What about your job in Hong Kong? You had a merger to attend to.
Don't be crazy, Akash. We couldn't leave you here like this.
She's worried about this merger. So all you guys stayed here just for me? Nah. We stayed back because we love hospital chai, especially Pawan.
Please.
You're the best. Actually, we're better. Look what we've got you. Some real food. We realized you were dying to see us, so... Well, we decided to share our breakfast with you.
Oh, thanks. At least this looks familiar.
Something wrong? Pawan, are you okay? What's the matter?
What the hell is in this?
Chicken kolhapuri.
It's spicy as hell.
Why? Don't you like the spicy stuff? Oh, I forgot. You ate our rice. The first thing you'll lose is your Indian tongues. Maybe you should call your coffee shop in Toronto and ask them to deliver.
Anyway, I guess it spiced up an otherwise dull day.
Incredible. Man's greatest discovery since he discovered fire. Pawan discovers his sense of humor.
Pawan.
Delighted to see you enjoying yourself, friends. But as the dean of this hospital, I would request your friends and you to keep your volumes low.
Doctor, Prithvi was just trying to cheer Akash up.
I have known this rascal ever since he was up to my knee height. His father and me were great friends, and whenever I used to visit his house, he would lock me up in the bathroom.
Shh! This is a hospital, not a pub. Oh, Dr. Mehta, I didn't know it was you.
No, matron, entirely my fault. I was trying to admonish these young people, but I encouraged them.
Doctor, the inspector is waiting to meet you.
Sure, Doctor. Nothing like a good interrogation for imagine of today.
Does this mean we all have to leave?
I should think so.
Catch you later, Akash.
Bye, Akash.
Take care, Akash.
Varsha?
I'll join you in a minute.
It's time for Mr. Bhandarkar's sedative. He needs rest.
All right.
Stay a minute, Varsha. Please, Doctor.
5 minutes.
Thank you, Doctor.
I suggest you leave all the talking to me.
We'll be honored, Your Honor.
Prithvi, don't get funny with the CBI, okay?
No, maybe we should use some Indian lawyers. My father uses Merchant Cooper and Associates.
No, I think it would be better if we handle this ourselves, don't you?
Yes, I think it's best if we don't let any more outsiders get involved.
Makes sense.
Dr. Mehta and people you want to see will be here in a minute, sir. Make yourself comfortable. Can I get you some tea or coffee, please? Inspector?
Nothing.